If you were to go through your closet right now, what percentage of your clothes would you say you're actually wearing? Do you know that most women only wear 20% of their closet? The other 80% is just hanging, taking up space, and probably making it a little bit harder to get dressed every morning when there's just a feeling of overwhelm and you're just reaching for the same pieces over and over again. When you think of those items that are hanging in your closet that you're not wearing, think about how much those items cost. If you total it all up together, think about how much money you've spent and wasted on those items, and they're just sitting in your closet. So in this video, I'm going to share the 8 most common shopping mistakes you might be making and how to stop making those purchase mistakes that you'll later regret. If you're someone that doesn't want to spend money on quality pieces, you might actually be doing yourself a disservice and throwing your money away. If you look at those 80% of pieces in your closet that you're not wearing, I want you to really think about, are these items quality pieces? Are these items that you loved when you bought and you were able to wear so many different ways because they were versatile? Or did you buy them because you just needed something, or you wanted to add something to your closet, or it was an impulse buy, or some other reason? Well, today we're going to really dive into what those reasons are so that going forward, you can have more awareness, more intention when you're shopping. So you're actually saving money, but only having pieces that you love in your closet. So the first reason is, are you trying to convince yourself that you love an item? So this happens. This is such a common one for women. We're going shopping and we need to find something. Maybe we have a wedding that's this upcoming weekend, or there's a special event we have to go to, or we have a date night with our husband, or some other thing that's going on that you really want something special to wear, and you haven't figured out your closet yet. So you haven't really honed in on a capsule wardrobe or getting the pieces that you love. So when you're shopping, it's coming from more of a, I need to get something kind of frantic place. And it's not really because you're shopping to find pieces that you love and you just want to add items to your wardrobe that you know will really work for you. It's coming from a different place, a place out of need. And if you're honest with yourself, if you look at some of those pieces in your closet that are just hanging there that you haven't worn, ask yourself, are these pieces that you bought because it was something that you needed last minute? So you were trying to convince yourself, you're at the store, you're trying things on, you have a limited amount of time before this event you need to go to, and you want to look great. So you're just trying things on, nothing's really working, but you end up convincing yourself that you like something enough to buy it. You end up buying it. Maybe you wear it, maybe you don't, but you never really end up loving it in the end. So stop trying to convince yourself you love an item. What I always tell my clients to do is, when you're trying an item on, whether it's in the store or at home, what is that first initial 7 seconds? It's only 7 seconds. You either feel great, and anything else, if it's not, I feel great, I love this really just makes me feel confident. If it's any other feeling in that first 7 seconds, any question in your mind, then it's a no. The next shopping mistake is when you buy something because you saw it on someone else. Now, I had a client recently that she was following an influencer, and she ended up buying so many things that the influencer posted that she wore, and she would get the items, she'd try them on, and she really didn't love any of them. When I asked her about, can I see who the influencer was? And she showed me who she was. This woman looked nothing like her, different coloring, different body shape, different height. So what I told my client, and what I tell people, when you're shopping, when you're looking for items, or you see something that you love on someone else, make sure that someone else has similar coloring to you, a similar personal style to you, a similar body shape, similar height. And if those things don't match up, then there's a good chance how it looks on them is not how it's going to look on you. And then even go back to that 7-second rule. Once you get that item, once you order that item and it comes in the mail, or you go to the store and you pick it up, when you put it on, in that first 7 seconds, how do you feel in the item? Not how you liked how it looked on someone else, but how does it actually feel on your body? The next one is a big one, and I have done this in the past. I don't do it anymore. I've talked about it before because I feel like so many women fall into this trap, and probably men as well, but buying something that's final sale. So final sale means final. You can't return it, you can't exchange it, You don't get your money back. So this item, when it comes into your closet, if you don't love it, then you're just gonna never wear it. It's just gonna become that 80% that you never wear that sits in your closet. And I'll tell you, when I go and do a closet edit with my clients, when I'm first meeting them in that first initial session, we go through their closet. And I would say 99.9% of them, we get rid of 80% of their closet. And there are multiple items with tags still on them, final sale items, final sale that they bought online, which is even worse than buying it in person, so they never even tried the item on. But those items end up in big black trash bags and they get donated. So don't throw your money away by buying something final sale. No matter how amazing the deal is, no matter what you think you're gonna get out of this piece, just don't buy final sale. I never shop at places that don't have a great return policy for myself and also for my clients. I like to have that flexibility. If I bring something into my closet, maybe I'm gonna change my mind in a couple days. This happens to everyone. We change our minds sometimes. And I personally really want that flexibility. It doesn't end up being a great deal if you never wear it. Are you shopping for your current lifestyle? Not your lifestyle when you were in college, not your lifestyle before you had kids, not your lifestyle when you had to go in for your 9 to 5 job every day. Your lifestyle today. What is your lifestyle? Where do you live? Do you live in a warm climate? Do you live in a cold climate? Do you have young kids you're chasing after? Or have you retired from your job and you're enjoying your later years? Whatever it may be, when you're thinking about adding new pieces into your closet, ask yourself if these are pieces for your current life today. Will they fit your lifestyle? Will you get use out of them? Having a closet full of cocktail dresses and high heels doesn't make sense if that's not your lifestyle anymore. Or having a closet full of corporate work suits doesn't make sense if that's not your lifestyle anymore. So when you're bringing new items into your closet, if you want to make less shopping mistakes, make sure, be realistic that those items are for who you are today. The next shopping mistake is when you're buying items that don't work with your personal style. Now, if you don't know what your personal style is, a great reason to know about your personal style and what you actually like or what you aspire to have as your personal style is because you'll make less shopping mistakes. You'll only buy items that work with your personal style, what you actually love to wear. I made a video about this. I will link it up above and down in the description box. This is really helpful to figure out what your style is. Let's say your style is more minimal. This is helpful if once you know that, because when you go shopping, maybe you're shopping with a friend or you've had a little bit of coffee and you got that caffeine high and you're just kind of having fun and you find an item and it has embellishments all over it and it's bright colors and patterns and you end up buying it. Well, if you knew your style was minimal, chances are you would actually again take a step back and think about, have awareness and intention when you're shopping, when you're bringing those pieces into your closet. That's how you're going to make less shopping mistakes. The next one, and I think this is probably the most common out of all the shopping mistakes and out of all the reasons we're kind of just throwing money away, is that we're shopping for some other reason. We're shopping because we feel lonely. We're shopping because we had a bad day. We're shopping to fill some kind of void or some kind of emotion that we're not actually dealing with the emotion. We instead are distracting ourselves. We're trying to make ourselves feel better by shopping. And if you look in your closet and you're honest with yourself, if you've bought any pieces in your closet when you were in this kind of headspace, chances are they're probably not your favorite pieces in your closet. The reason you were buying these pieces had more to do with kind of having a hard day or feeling stressed or feeling depressed or lonely. So what I always say is find a different way to deal with those emotions. Find a different way to practice self-care. This will help you stop throwing your money away. So I like to read a book or call a friend or take a walk, anything that is your self-care. Take a bath, have a glass of wine, watch your favorite show, do something else to deal with the hard feelings instead of shopping. Do you shop with a shopping list? So I've said this before, if you love your closet, you feel like it's so easy for you to get dressed, you're wearing almost 100% of your wardrobe all the time, then you don't need to shop with a shopping list. But if you're like most people, most women, and probably if you're watching this video, you're making some shopping mistakes and you want to get better, It's important to shop with a list. So again, it goes back to having that awareness. What are the gaps that are missing in your closet? What are the pieces that would, if you had them in your closet, it would be a lot easier to put outfits together. It would be a lot easier to get dressed and never feel like you have to rush to the mall or rush to the store last minute to buy something. And this is a great place if you don't have a capsule wardrobe. I recommend starting with a capsule wardrobe, a foundation, and I will link up above a playlist of all these capsule wardrobe videos I made and down in the description box as well, and pick the ones that fit with your lifestyle. I have a work capsule wardrobe, I have a general clothing essential capsule wardrobe, and then also a seasonal one as well. I feel like once you know what you're missing in your closet and you can create a shopping list of those items, it's going to be really helpful because those are the items to prioritize. Once you have these items, even if they're pieces that are basics, even if they're pieces that, you'd rather not spend your wardrobe budget on, but if it's the pieces that are going to help you get dressed, I highly recommend rethinking that, because that's what's really going to make a difference in your wardrobe and make you wear 100% of the clothes hanging there. Know your brands. So now, while I don't say, you only have to have this brand or only this brand or only, super designer brands, that's not what I'm saying at all. When you look in your closet, the pieces that you love, that 20% that you do end up wearing, see if there's brands that repeat themselves. Brands typically tend to have a certain fit to them, a certain quality. They tend to use similar fabrics and similar styles. So if you see that there's a brand that is coming up again and again and again in the pieces that you do love in your closet, that you do wear, then that's one of your brands. And it's important to know your brands. It's important to know the fits and the styles that work for you, because that's going to make it way easier to shop. So for me, there are certain brands that I shop for myself that I have found to be the best quality and style for me. When I'm working with a client, I look at what their brands are. Some of them might cross over with mine, but not always. Sometimes, they have a different lifestyle than me, or they're at a different place in their life, or they have a different clothing style than me. I want to find the brands that they're going to resonate with most. So when you're shopping, especially if you're shopping online, you can, there's that place you can check off the brands. I always do that. I do that for myself. I do that for my clients. I check off the brands based on my client's style and the quality they're looking for and their lifestyle. And once I do that, it helps limit what I'm looking at. And the chances are I'm going to find more items that they're going to love versus just looking at every brand or not even paying attention to different brands. So knowing your brands is a really helpful tool to know the pieces and the styles and the quality that works for you. If you want to shop without regrets, watch this next video here where I share 3 habits to make you a better shopper. So thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have any other shopping tips, please add them in the comments down below. And if you're new here and would like new videos on Thursdays, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.